alphabetical, but it's you graduated in January.
Good evening. My name is Carson Savolsky, the corresponding Student Council Secretary.
And my name is Joe McKenna, Student Council Liaison.
We are pleased to announce that the introductory portion of this commencement will be signed by the following seniors: Ryan Landry, Kayla McGuire, Chloe Grine, Caitlin Nagel, Jillian Regula, Katie Gunning, and Carly Fiorentine. The colors today are presented by the United States Naval Sea Corps Cadets Division, New York, LPD 21, out of Northport VA Hospital. At this time, we would like to invite the following classmates who have made a commitment to serve this great country to the podium. United States Marine Corps enlisted Sean Peterson and Charlie Tuminello. United States Army enlisted Bryce Cotty. And ROTC Dan Neely.
Please stand as we take a moment to honor our brave men and women of the armed forces stationed around the world who are protecting our freedoms and our way of life by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing as we invite you to express our national pride by the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner by the Kings Park High School Band under the direction of Mr. Paul Eager.
Color guard dismissed.
I have to renew it every year for my contact description, but because I can't buy contacts, I have to renew that description, and it's hard to find time at work because their Saturday appointments are always booked. Like it's good like 3 months in advance.
Thank you, Carson, Joseph, and Teresa. My name is Jacqueline Alonji, Student Council Vice President. Good evening, and on behalf of the Board of Education, Administration, faculty, and staff, along with the student body of Kings Park High School, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you, the parents, relatives, and friends of the class of 2018 to this commencement exercise. Graduation denotes a completion, an ending, an accomplishment, but it is also a new beginning. As we begin our new journey, the class of 2018 would like to thank you all for your presence here today and for the support you have provided us over the years. Our Student Council Treasurer, Haley Holmes, and Senior Class Treasurer, Ryan Cudahy, will now introduce our honored guests.
Jamie, are there any more people on here?
Everyone can sit.
Okay, we're heading out. How many people? Who will at the booth?
Now introducing guests. President of the Board of Education, Ms. Pam DeFord. Vice President, Ms. Diane Nally. Trustee, Mr. Joseph Bianco. Trustee, Mr. Kevin Johnston. Trustee, Mr. Daniel Tu. Now introducing Central Administration, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Timothy T. Egan. Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, Dr. Ralph J. Cardesano. Assistant Superintendent for Personnel and Administrative Services, Mr. John T. Craig. Assistant Superintendent for Business, Ms. Shannon Meehan. Administrator for Pupil Personnel Services, Dr. Danielle Colby Rooney. Director of Technology and Data Systems, Dr. Sharon Macon. Assistant Administrator for Pupil Personnel, Ms. Nicole Duffy.
Now introducing High School Administration, High School Principal, Mr. Lino E. Bracco. Assistant Principals, Mr. Jeffrey Harris. Mr. Andrew Aknapidis. And Miss Maureen Rayner. Also, our new high school principal, Mr. Jason Huntsman. Now introducing District Administration, Athletic Director, Mr. William Denniston. Parkview Elementary School Principal, Mr. Kevin Storch. RJO Intermediate School Principal, Mr. Rudy Massimo. Middle School Principal, Miss Lauren Moreno. And Assistant Principals, Mr. Kenneth Ferrazzi. And Dr. Brian Deere. Kings Park Classroom Teachers Association President, Mr. Christopher Philp. From the Suffolk County Government, Suffolk County Legislator, Mr. Robert Trotta. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Patrick Dowling, the President of Student Council, who will provide us with an inspirational message.
There's some kids right behind the bleachers with a megaphone.
Hi, Mom. Hey, guys. How are we today? How are we doing today? Good? All right, so graduation is here. We started from the bottom, but the whole team is here. Am I right? All jokes aside, I have had the pleasure of being your student council president for the past year. High school has been a journey, and through the peaks and valleys, we have lived it all together. I am proud to be part of such a great group of scholars, athletes, peers, and friends. And let me say, I would do it all again. Let me say this also. We all have it in us to achieve our dream life, whatever that may be. Nothing in our futures is beyond our reach. You just gotta be brave enough to reach for it, and do not let fear stop you. As street poet and philosopher Kendrick Lamar once said, "Be humble." He also said, "Life will put many red lights in front of you, but sometimes we must push on the gas and trust God." And I am up here in front of a huge crowd. A round of applause. Which is something I always wanted to do, but just never thought I could. So class of 2018 and anyone else here, I challenge you. I challenge you to move out of your comfort zone. I challenge you to seek discomfort and push on that gas pedal. Metaphorically, of course. Life is an ever-ticking clock. One day, your time will run out. What are you doing with that time? What are you doing with your seconds every day, with your opportunities to do something great? The class of 2018, I challenge you. I challenge you to challenge yourselves. Be great, do great, live great. Thank you.
Yeah, that takes time.
But they were told not to.
That box there. I can see the real number.
Thank you, Patrick.
Good.
My name is Teresa Jenkins, Senior Class Secretary, and it is my honor to introduce you to our next speaker, the President of the Kings Park Central High School Board of Education. Her tireless efforts and dedication on our behalf, her compassion and leadership have forever changed the lives of the Kings Park community. She and the board are instrumental in providing us with an education that is second to none. And for that and more, the class of 2018 will be forever grateful. Ms. Pam DeFord.
Thank you, Teresa. Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be here today, speaking for the Board of Education and celebrating the achievement of the class of 2018. Today, we share with all of you the excitement, the exhilaration of our graduating seniors, the tremendous pride of their families and friends, and the deep satisfaction of the entire Kings Park School District staff. The day has finally arrived, and here you are, ready to receive your diploma. You have each fulfilled your academic requirements for graduation, and many far exceeded the requirements. It's not just about fulfilling requirements, but your whole education experience. Many of you participated and excelled in athletics, while others were involved in the art and music programs. From field trips to clubs, these experiences has contributed to your overall education. Now you have reached the ending of your education at the Kings Park School District. Your day has arrived. You are ready to start a new beginning. Some of you may stay local, while others may move away. Wherever your path leads you, may you take with you the memories you have created, the friendships you have made, and always hold in your heart the Kings Park pride. However near you stay or how far you go, may you always call Kings Park your home. In closing, I'll end with a poem entitled, "Your Day Has Arrived." Graduation day is finally here. and so now ends your high school career.
Disney.
Always remember the friends you hold dear and look forward to your future without any fear. This is the day you've been preparing for since the day you walked through that first classroom door. Now it's time to say goodbye and spread your wings. You're all ready to fly. So shed a tear, share a smile, and be sure to remember all the while that although it may now be time to move on, today's memories will last your whole life long. On behalf of the Board of Education, I'd like to congratulate the class of 2018 and wish you all each the best.
I'll come back. I'll come back.
The next speaker that I am about to introduce was described by Miss Donna Heathscott, his mathematics teacher, in the following manner. As a student in my AP Calculus BC class, he has displayed a strong sense of responsibility and a high degree of self-motivation. I have known him for over a year now and have found him to be diligent, humble, and mature. And he exhibits a true love for mathematics. He is the type of student a teacher sees only a few times in a career. Mr. Jack Bishop, his AP Government and Politics teacher, adds, "He is a man of his word, but more than that, a man of action. He has led this year's Student Council to think outside the box about possible future initiatives and leads by example. Academically, his thirst for knowledge is clearly evident by just looking at
Speak up! Ricky broke it. AB. Broke it, Rick.
Do you want me to go?
Oh, it's back. Good. This is why they pay them.
Yeah, I know, right?
Rick's always pissy that they don't ask him to do it, but they pay Peter. No. Fix it.
Good. Okay. Thank you. Academically, his thirst for knowledge is clearly evident by just looking at his transcript. Throughout his 4 years here at Kings Park High School, he selected the most vigorous course load, and his disciplined studying habits enabled him to excel. For example, his New York State Regents test scores are just as remarkable, scoring 100 on 3 of the 9 tests administered, with the lowest recorded score of 97. In addition, he was recognized as an AP Scholar with distinction, scoring perfect scores of 5 on 7 of the 8 College Board exams administered. While this particular graduating senior ranks second in his class with a weighted GPA of 105.01, he will be attending Carnegie Mellon next year, majoring in computer science. It is my honor to introduce to you our salutatorian, Kefa Akoba.
Is there anybody like door 24?
Thank you, Mrs. DeFord, and good evening, everyone. As Ms. DeFord just said, my name is Kiefer Akoba, and I am the class salutatorian. I am so sorry. I had to do it. That's fine. Apology accepted. So, to start off, as you may or may not know, the term for salutatorian comes from the word salutations, or welcome. So, as your class salutatorian, I am honored to be the one to welcome you to our very last event here at high school, graduation. Now, I'm very much a science research kind of guy, so to get a sense of scale of the importance of this day, I look to a definition from a highly reputable source, the Urban Dictionary. One definition states that graduation is the day you realize you just spent 13 years of your life to walk across a stage wearing a funny-looking hat just to get a piece of paper. Okay, so maybe it doesn't sound that great, and maybe some of you probably are just waiting for all this to be over so you can go home and finally just be done with high school. But there is an important part in that definition, those 13 years. I think now is a good time to reflect on those 13 years of our lives, not for that piece of paper at the end, but for all the memories we made along the way, especially here at KPHS. So to help us go down memory lane, I tried thinking hard about our high school years and the things that all of us could relate with. And I think I have 3 pretty relatable traits that fits that perfectly. Apprehension, all-nighters, and procrastination. You're laughing because you know it's relatable, and some of you are probably thinking, wow, Kiefer, those don't sound like very nice traits at all. Well, I'm serious, and just give me the benefit of the doubt here, and allow me to go through high school with these 3 things in mind. First, we have apprehension, and I think it's a good way to define our underclassmen years. Scared, nervous, wondering if those Freshman Friday rumors were actually true. But as it turns out, it wasn't actually all that bad. Or maybe we were still recovering from the trauma that was middle school. But either way, we may have been apprehensive, but we were apprehensive together. It kept our eyes open, and from that, we were actually able to learn, grow, and understand our new lives as young adults. So after those first few rough years, we finally make it to junior year, and suddenly we all feel like hot stuff. We finally became the big boys and girls of the high school, now that we were upperclassmen. But there were just a few little setbacks. More AP exams, higher responsibilities, SATs, ACTs, scholarships, honor societies, actually after worrying about college and a career. And yeah, maybe junior year wasn't the things that we were really expecting, and it caught some of us off guard. And that brings me to my second trait, all-nighters. Now, parents and teachers, before you get a heart attack wondering why we would do such a thing, it's not like we were trying or wanted to spend all night doing an entire 30-post Goodreads discussion the night it was due. The sudden workload just caught us off guard, but I think that really says something about our class. Our willingness to work to get what we want, even if it meant we had to sacrifice a little sleep to get there. And finally, going into senior year, after all those late nights studying, working, getting our applications for countless colleges and scholarships finished, we're finally able to relax for a bit. And then that bit turned into a day, and then a few days, and then a few weeks, and then I think you see where I'm going with this. At this point, a lot of us were hit with a particular disease known as senioritis. And that brings me to my last trait, procrastination. Now, parents, teachers, before you have a second heart attack, I am not advocating procrastination in any way. I can tell you, writing this speech just the day before yesterday was not fun. But for me personally, after getting through all that work that we had to do, I finally had the opportunity to do what I wanted to do, what I was passionate in. Like programming, like what Mrs. DeFord said, I want to go to Carnegie Mellon and study computer science. And sure, this passion might have gotten in the way of doing my end of the year work, but I was able to learn more about my interests than I ever could before. I saw my friends here make amazing drawings, get into real meetings with politicians, and even our valedictorian here, which you'll have the pleasure of seeing in just a bit, learning how to do a backflip, not just because we were procrastinating, but because we were discovering more about ourselves and our interests, and that's pretty awesome. Now, on a more serious reflection, yes, I'm sure a lot of us here can agree that high school was one of the much more academically difficult parts of our lives, but I think we can also agree that it was definitely one of the more exciting ones. Through tough class projects and numerous extracurricular activities, it was great for me personally to connect with everyone here. Even with my background as the first generation Filipino in my family to be born in America, Kings Park really did feel like a home and a family to me. So I didn't really feel left out amongst everyone else. You guys helped make this a community for me. So as we wrap up everything here today at today's graduation, it's good to look back at where we came from in these high school years and remember, hey, it's okay to be a little apprehensive, because it'll keep us on our guard to learn everything around us. It's okay if you find yourself having to pull that all-nighter, because maybe the payoff at the end might be worth it. And it's okay to treat yourself to a little procrastination so you can discover more about what you're really passionate about. And before I hand this off to the valedictorian, it would be bad if I didn't thank a few key people here first. So first, thank you all the parents who are here. Our angsty teenage selves make it seem like we don't love you, but trust us, we really do. Thank you teachers, I don't know where they are. Where are they? Okay. Thank you teachers for doing your best, teaching us for everything to make us succeed, even through that aforementioned procrastination I just mentioned. Administration, thank you for letting me talk about a speech that has all-nighters and procrastination in it. And finally, thank you, class of 2018, for making our time together through Kings Park an awesome and interesting one.
Thank you, Keeper. I apologize. Sincerely. A valedictorian's grade speaks for themselves. What they do not speak to is the person behind the grades. Although born in Hamburg, Germany, she commenced her formal education in a Chinese kindergarten in Malaysia, where soon thereafter her parents enrolled in a private German primary school. She eventually immigrated to the USA, where she continued her education at RJO Intermediate School. Because of these experiences, she has developed a fascination for languages and cultures, and is confident that her travels are far from over. As a student, Ms. Croshank, her English teacher, describes her in the following manner. She is a student who stops by to discuss French poetry, or to show me a passage from her latest book. She is a paradigm for the lifelong learner. She has a curious mind and maturity to take her time in her inquiries. She's not one to Google her way through a problem, but rather the type to peel back the layers, taking whatever it is apart, in order to discover her solution. Miss Scafidi Iannelli, her Italian teacher, adds, her dedication and commitment to education and excellence is exceptional. I am proud that she is valedictorian of her senior class. Notwithstanding all of her accomplishments, she is humble and a respectful young adult. She has my full admiration, and I am confident that she will continue to excel in all her endeavors. Her College Board Advanced Placement program consisted of 14 different courses. Yes, 14. With her junior and senior year course load, entirely advanced placement classes. She was recognized last year as an AP Scholar with distinction for receiving perfect scores of 5 on 9 of the advanced placement exams she was administered. Her New York State region scores reflect her commitment to learning, since her lowest score was a 97, complemented by 3 100s out of 10 different examinations administered. This young woman is graduating first in her class with a weighted GPA of 106.04. By every standard, she is one of the most outstanding students who has ever attended Kings Park High School. She will be attending her dream college of choice in Germany next year, where she will be majoring in physics. It is my honor to introduce to you valedictorian Lena Rora.
Thank you, Mr. Ford. So, good evening, everyone. Good evening, class of 2018. My name is Lena Rohrer, and I'm just a guest here in Kings Park. As As some of you might know, I am classified as a legal alien in America, originally coming from Germany, where I'll be returning to at the end of this month to go to university. 8 years ago, when I first arrived in Kings Park, I could never have imagined that I would have the privilege of addressing you all today. Mainly this was because I thought that I'd be leaving again within 5 years, and partly because I couldn't speak English very well. But before I knew it, senior year, the last year for many of us here in Kings Park, had arrived. It was a year that flew by, full of applications and preparations, college essays and scholarship essays. It did not lack in excitement and anticipation throughout, although it did lack a library for most of it. 12 years of school, and now we are finally here on this day, ready to graduate and move on, be it to the military, the workforce, or like most of us, to even more school. Whether we have our future plan out already, or whether we're still working on it, we can leave knowing that we have received an amazing education here in Kings Park. We have had accessibility to numerous programs and learning possibilities, amazing teachers and faculties. I can confidently say that we as a class have had an unforgettable time. We cannot thank our teachers and administrators enough for the education they have provided to us. And we cannot thank our families and friends enough for having gotten us through it all. Looking back, we were able to enjoy, but most importantly, also take part in creating this amazing and supportive community that is Kings Park. I think that it is worth mentioning that in my experience as a foreigner here, I have never felt anything but welcomed. Perhaps this is because we are in a country of immigrants. Most of your ancestors probably made the same journey here someday in the past as I did. But this is what I've come to appreciate the most about America. It is, in my opinion, what makes this so beautiful in its diversity and openness to new people from places around the world. Looking forward now to this next step of moving on after today, we know that this new adventure might not be cool breezes and beaches all the time. Still, what is and will remain certain for us is the legacy that has been passed down to us by our Kings Park community. Regardless of how long we have been part of it, the principles we have acquired, the lessons we have learned here, have shaped us and will accompany us for the rest of our lives. They will determine how we deal with these obstacles and how we will face the world as we discover and learn new things, and how we as people continue to develop and impact other people in their development. In that sense, as I stand here today, I am proud to say that though I might not have citizenship, I am a Kings Parker. And like all of you, I will carry this identity with me to wherever life may take me. So I could now stand here and list the amount of scholarships or awards won or graduation rates as a measure of the certainty of our future success. And though these are certainly impressive numbers, my faith in our ability to find our place and happiness in this world lies not in statistics, but in the simple fact of this identity. So at this point, you've also heard some speeches already, including mine, and we'll hear some more, all of them in the same inspirational, motivational category, befitting a commencement ceremony. So when I was writing this, I was wondering if there was a clear purpose of my speech here as a valedictorian. As Kiefer had said, the title of Salutatorian by definition charges him to welcome us to our graduation, whereas I am now in charge of delivering the valediction or farewell address, meaning that if you take anything from my speech here today, let it be this. So long, class of 2018, I will miss you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Lena. Good evening. My name is Lino Bracco, the principal of Kings Park High School, and it is my pleasure to welcome family and friends to this important celebration for the Kings Park senior class of 2018. To my seniors, congratulations on completion of your high school career. Seniors, look down at your feet. That's right, Ryan Landry and Carly Fiorentine, you're pseudopods. You have landed. Yes, you all made it. Tonight is a special night. For all of you, it culminates 13 years of school and a rite of passage to launch you into a new journey in life. For your parents and teachers, it's time to reminisce about how far you have come and express their hopes and expectations for your future. We have so much to celebrate. For example, I am pleased to report a 99% graduation rate this year. With 96% of this class attending a college in the fall. In addition, 95% will be graduating with that elusive Regents Diploma with distinction, Advanced Regents Diploma. Having successfully passed 8 or 9 New York State Regents examinations. And to date, approximately $12 million worth of scholarship have been awarded to the class of 2018. So all of these achievements validate our designation by the state as a highly performing high school in a demographically, academically competitive region in New York. So I believe that as we graduate you today, the Kings Park school system has not merely given you a good education, or for that matter, a very good education. It has given you the very best education that America can provide for its future generations. So this evening, I have the privilege of delivering my 20th and final graduation address after serving in the field of education for the past 39 years. And so, I begin by asking, oh, thank you. I love you too. And so, I begin by asking you all to always remember your reasons why. I encourage you to find that foundational reason behind your passions and interests in life. Your why goes deeper than, I want to make a lot of money, or I want a lot of nice things. Your why is a personal belief that unearths your calling and moves you to act. I urge you to find your why. But today, I also want to talk a little bit about your next step. It's the difference between simply having dreams and actually living those dreams out. Thomas Edison once said, opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. And yes, as Patrick pointed out earlier in his inspirational message, it's important to dream, to set grand goals. But remember to follow those goals with regular, focused actions. In his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Dr. Stephen Covey introduces the law of the farm. He wrote, the only thing that endures over time is the law of the farm. You must prepare the ground, plant the seed, cultivate, and water it if you expect to reap a harvest. You see, on the farm, there are no shortcuts. You can't cram at the last minute and expect to grow a crop. Success comes from a daily, disciplined effort. So find your why, set your goals, develop a plan to get there, and do the work. The people who truly set themselves apart from the pack are those with the discipline to turn those big ideas into successful actions. My final closing message to you is steeped in my own life experience and reflection, rooted in the paradox of our time in history. You see, we have tall buildings, but shorter tempers. Wider highways, but narrower viewpoints. We spend more time, but have less. We buy more, but enjoy less. We have bigger houses and smaller families, more conveniences, but less time. We have more degrees, but less sense. more knowledge but less judgment, more experts yet more problems, more medicine but less wellness. We live in a time when technology can bring this speech to you, and a time when you can choose to either share it, the insight, or just hit delete. But if you choose to remember anything at all in my message to you this evening, please remember to spend more time with your loved ones. Because I can tell you from personal experiences, they are not going to be around forever. Remember to say a kind word to someone who looks up to you in awe, because that little person soon will grow up and leave your side. Remember to give a warm hug to the one next to you, because that's the only treasure you can give with your heart that doesn't cost a cent. And always remember that life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breaths away.
Nobody would see that.
All 312 of you sitting here today in the presence of the people who love you the most, your mother, your father, and your grandparents. Never ever forget, the gift of love that they have given you. And no matter what your religious belief is, it has been said, honor thy father and thy mother. If this is the only message you get from my speech today, it is the one worth keeping. On a personal note, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Board of Education and the Kings Park community for sharing your children with me throughout these past 8 years. Know that they have enriched my life beyond measure as I too now embrace the next phase of my life. I cherish the memories. To my senior class, I commend you and wish you happiness and good health for the rest of your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bracco. My name is Jenna Merlino, Senior Class Vice President. And so, now it is my pleasure to introduce an outstanding educator who has devoted this year to the children of the Kings Park School District. He has played a role in shaping the futures of the students assembled here today. He is a firm believer of the district's mission to provide students with the opportunity to develop academically, physically, and emotionally, while learning the necessary skills to communicate effectively and compete in a challenging global arena. It is my pleasure to introduce the Chief Executive Officer, our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Timothy Egan.
Good evening, Kings Park community. This is Dr. Egan with a very special commencement message. To the class of 2018 and their families, congratulations, you made it. Congratulations to our instructional staff for inspiring and supporting them academically and getting them to this moment today. Congratulations to our coaches and club advisors for inspiring and supporting their growth in so many other ways. Congratulations and thank you to our non-instructional staff for supporting, teaching, and leading and making sure that the setup for tonight was no stone unturned. And last but not least, congratulations to our school and district leaders and Board of Education for providing the support, leadership, and oversight needed to get our graduates to this point today. I have the distinct honor and privilege of serving as your superintendent of schools, your educational leader here in Kings Park. And those who know me know that I have great respect for leadership in general. I also have great respect for the leaders in religious institutions, the men and women of the clergy. They have an amazing way of supporting and leading people through tough emotional and spiritual times. And we had one of those times this past March when we lost one of our own. And in his eulogy, Father Sean, one of our religious leaders in Kings Park, said the following: celebrities show up. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Celebrities show off, heroes show up. Celebrities show off, heroes show up. Class of 2018, you have truly showed up these last 4 years here at Kings Park High School. You have made your mark on not only this high school, but this community. And here are a few examples of how you showed up. Just a few short weeks ago at Relay for Life, you showed up and raised nearly $60,000 for cancer research. Through ALS Ride for Life, you teamed up with William T. Rogers and RJO to raise over $6,000 for research to find a cure for Lou Gehrig's disease. For our veterans, you held a very successful Veterans Breakfast, and you even went to the local VA to help blind veterans, feeding over 30 blind veterans and giving them a holiday gift and a caring voice to talk to for about an hour and a half. Through Stuff-A-Bus, you showed up, gathering food for families in need right here in Kings Park so that some might have a happier and healthier holiday season. Through Superthon, you raised nearly $10,000 for 2 local charities, the Guide Dog Foundation and Angels Without Faces. Through the efforts of Interact, you not only maintained the meditation garden up at Nissaquag River State Park, but you also packed thousands of meals for needy families here in Kings Park and across Long Island. At our Veterans and Memorial Day parades, the marching bands, kickline team, color guard team, student leaders, and even just Kings Park residents showed up to honor our veterans, both alive and deceased. Finally, in my opinion, the single event that you showed up at this past spring were the post-Parkland events in March and April, where you came together as a school community to walk in and discuss the need for school safety and gun control with our political leaders. You showed up, united the student body, and demonstrated true and real leadership while ensuring the safety of your classmates. And I will always remember that moment. The class of 2018, you collectively are my hero. You have continued to show up and embrace pride, family, and service, the 3 pillars of Kings Park. I challenge you to continue to show up in all your future endeavors. I want to end with a passage that was written on the signboard at Discover Church this past spring. Unfortunately, they took it down before I could take a picture, but to paraphrase it, it read as follows: just love everyone. We'll sort out the rest later. Just love everyone. We'll sort out the rest later. Simple, clear, concise. Just love everyone. How simple would the world be if we could make this vision a reality? Class of 2018, again, you're my collective hero. You guys showed up. I love each and every one of you. Good luck in all your future endeavors. And I'd now like to invite up Maxwell Frere, the Student Council Recording Secretary.
Thank you, Dr. Egan. My name is Maxwell Freyer, Student Council Recording Secretary, and it is now time for the class of 2018 to receive their diplomas. Each candidate for graduation will be announced by either Mr. William Hender or Ms. Janine Rossi.
Yeah, you did. I remember getting complaints a lot. So you can get through that. Sometimes you have to think by yourself. Then also, you know how you have to send them so you get your picture taken? I forgot to do that. So when you go back after I got out the floor,
Lena Rohrer. Patrick Dowling. Jacqueline Alangi. Carson Cebulski. Maxwell Frere. Haley Holmes. Rayad Abaza. Timothy Abruzzo. Ryan Adele. Emma Edelman. Alexis Albino. Felicia Alicata. Patrick Balnack. Clara Sabrina Alvarado. Gina Zumo. Kiefer Akoba. Nicholas Argentieri. Jenna Merlino. Ryan Cudahy. Joseph McKenna. Teresa Jenkins. Cole Amsterdam. Matt Anderer. Ryan Atkins. Amber Avelli. Michael Beal. Julia Bellardo. Erica Benson. Luke Bergaglio.
Jeremy Bernard. Cameron Black. Zachary Blake. Chelsea Bluthkin. Taylor Borough. Elizabeth Bogomoni. Raymond Bongiovanni. Gabriella Barisi. Daniel Boring. Kenneth Bauer. James Connor Brannigan. Michaela Braun. Magdalena Brumer. Matthew Brown. Peter Bergen. Matt Bryan. Connor Burke. Andrew Butkowitz. Bianca Byrne. Jessica Callie. Griffin Canberra. Alexa Capetta. Marco Corrado. Larissa Castellan. Gianna Catapano. Robert Couture. Quen Chen. Gianna Cohan.
Jake Calosa. Joshua Calosa. Dominic Condos. Daniel Corral. Emily Corso. Bryce Cotty. Juliana Coyle. Joseph Michael Krima. Tom Crowley. Julia Kersey. Gabriella D'Alessandro. Stephen De La Rosa. Joe DeSeglia. Nicole DeGennaro. Jack Degnan. Matthew James DeGory. Caitlin Ann Durway. Luke De Silva. Kira Devlin. Shayla Devlin. Stephen DeResta. Michael DeSalvio. Abigail Donahue. Carly Donahue. Zoe Doherty. Vincent Drew. Brian Eagers. Isabella Edge.
Salma Esmelzada. Andrew Fenton IV. Jessica Ferrigno. Alexander Fay. Tyler Finnan. Carly Fiorentine. Nicole Fling. Joseph Fortunato. Elena Frank. Louis Frank. Kyle Franzone. Joanne Fung. Alyssa Gadalita. Jack Gallagher.
We'll see you. Just keep in touch. I'll let you know.
Anthony Gallo.
Gotta be. And then after
Evan Garone.
we're good for the summer for a while. Yep.
Stephen Jelena. Peter Jenna. Jacqueline Jean Tomaso. Juliana Jean Tomaso.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Gillen. Andrea Giordano. Brittany Gerard. Emily Gurecki. Patrick Greenfield. Chloe Grine. Nicole Grillo. Nicholas Joseph Grippo.
Natalie Guerrero.
They keep updating it though because as
Catherine Gunning. Kevin Gersue. Mark Gutierrez. Madison Haas. Kara Haas. Claudia Hall. Brett Harmon. Jason Hartglass. Caitlin Hernandez. Tamra Fardella. Olivia Hickey. Ryan Hinfey. Lily Hoffman. Matthew Hoffman. Stephen Hopkins. Lillian Horn. Jessica Hoyt. Rachel Elin. Brianna Inzoni. Jason Kapoor. Erica Carahalis. Derek Kemster. Kevin Kenny. Zachary Cachette. Ubaid Khan. Rich Kim.
Kevin Lanise. Nicholas Karapakis. Carly Kudavitis. Julia Labrador.
Work it, girl.
Matthew Lacasia. Elizabeth Lambert. Ryan Landry. Amanda Louchis. John Laverne. Mary Lavis. Isabella Filardi Lair. Mark Levine. Nina Liskey. Brandon Luoni. Kayla Marie McGuire. Ben Malatos. Anthony Manna. Lena Mantakis. Olivia Mantone. Tiffany Marino. Luis Reyes. Nicole McGee. Owen McGovern. Shane McGovern. Megan McKenna. Daniel Mealy.
Hello. Hi. Good.
Andrew Medeiros.
Hey, what?
Hayden Melkin.
No, they're going up on...
Andrew Menzies.
For the last how many years, and all the stuff they were shooting up here, the same thing.
Robert Meyer.
No. And by the way, I said to have...
Kerry
I
Miller.
Jack pinched him in the ass, and I got a great picture of it. Bye.
Kaylee Milton. Thomas Minogue. Jessica Morelli. Anna Claire Modico. Robert Moyson. Nick Montemuro. John Morris. Alexander Morrison. Patricia Motherway. Presenting Patricia's diploma is her aunt, Kings Park High School nurse Gina Roberts. Catherine Milady. Andrew Mullen. Mary Kate Murphy. Megan Murphy. Caitlin Nagel. Haley Neidhart. Chris Nicholas. Julia Nicoletti. Christopher Norton. Andy Nunez. Katie O'Brien. Melissa O'Connell. Shane O'Connell. Michael Olison.
Amanda Oliva. Christopher Oliva. Kimberly Gina Oliveri. Brandon Omeljenic. Daniel Oster. Nicholas Pagonis. Brianna Pajares. Karen Paulino. Joseph Palladino. Isabella Paoli. Angelica Pastor. Richard Paterno. Sean Peterson. Brian Pelez.
Way to go, Sean!
Stephen Persabali. Stephanie Perez. Valerie Perkins. James Peruza. Avalon Perry. Anthony Pachetti. Alexa Petritis. Kieran Fallon. Tommy Philbin. Olivia Pitta. Jake Plunkett. Erica Pornchak.
Stephen Perobia. Grace Pareto. Cade Portnoy. Brian Pratt. Danny Prochera. Warda Carazada. Isha Raza. Jillian Regula. Freddie Reyes. Jordan Ryder Nelson. Amanda Robinson. Presenting Amanda's diploma is her father, bus garage mechanic Donald Robinson. Chip Rollo. Paul James Rome. Patrick Rosa. Sandra Rosamilia. Keith Rossner. Alexander Russo. Ethan Russo. Mackenzie Rubenstein. Cheyenne Ruiz. Raymond Rupp. Kevin Rush. Brianna Russo. Madeline Ryan. Ben Sachs. Anieli Sanchez. Gregory Sanderson.
Rebecca San Giorgio. Christopher Santana. Farzan Syed. Catherine Schlossberg. John Schreiber. Samantha Schultz. Eldon Scott. Nicholas Shea. Benjamin Schickler. Jack Simone. Hannah Slagle. Kelly Smith. Lainey Suarez. Gurbinder Sadi. Matthew Sorrentino. Danielle Stanley. Carolyn Stein. Nina Stern. Megan Sticko. Julia Stritzel. Kevin Sullivan. Allison Sulu. Mustafa Sean Tanriverdi. Brandon Thompson. Kim Thompson. Vincent Tiernan. Madeline Tierney. Jacqueline Tinarello.
Brianna Tornabeni. Dylan Treybosh. Justin Treybosh. Chris Trimble. Ryan Trodden. Michael Trupiano. Charlie Tuminello. Mary Tordo. Nicholas Zanetto. Martin Valenti. Amanda Vericio. Brianna Velasquez. Allison Valeka. Lauren Valeka. Stephen Valeka. Sarah Biesta. Marissa Vitale. Molly Wallace. Alexandria Weiler. Zachary Wiener. Lauren Wickham. Dylan Winwood. Emma Worth. Ryan Westner. Presenting Ryan's diploma is his uncle, groundsman Robert Westner. Zach Wolf. Stephanie Wood.
Samantha Young. Alex Strojeski. Nina Zung.
Last but not least,
Nico Zaccardi.
going to ask you to stand, but it looks like you did it already. Okay, so at this time, I would like to ask the class of 2018 to please stand. Our Superintendent of Schools and Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Regan, will now confer the diplomas.
As the Superintendent of the Kings Park Central School District, and on behalf of the Board of Education, High School Principal Mr. Lino Bracco, and the high school faculty, it is my privilege to present to you the class of 2018. They have successfully completed all of their course requirements, credit mandates, and examinations dictated by the Commissioner of Education and the Board of Education of the State of New York. They have immersed themselves in the study of the arts, literature, mathematics, science, and history, as well as the processes of our great country. We ask that you confer on them the rights, responsibilities, and privileges signified by a high school diploma. We do this with great pride in their achievements and unwavering confidence in their futures, and with deep affection for each and every one of them. And now, the senior class president, Nick Argentieri, will conclude this commencement with the farewell message to the class of 2018. Nick.
When Mr. Bracco told me 9 months ago I had to write the farewell speech for graduation, I thought, 9 months, plenty of time, piece of cake. But when I sat down to write it 2 days ago, I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much just drew a blank. I could stand up here and do what they did last year and tell you the dictionary definition of farewell, but you're graduating high school, and I would like to have a little bit of faith in this educational institution and hope that you already know what farewell means. I can tell you that the hardest days are behind us, but God, that's just so not true. 96% of us are about to go to college, which is pretty much the same 4 years, but harder, and now we have to pay for it. What today is really just the beginning of the rest of your lives. Who knows, in 10 years, some of you might have kids that you'll one day get to watch graduate. And those of you that don't have kids, well, you'll have your sanity. On a more serious note, a lot of people would stand up here today and tell you that the rest of your life is going to be a journey. But as the great philosopher Alan Watts said, the rest of your life is not a journey. Journeys have a defined end goal and objective, but your life doesn't. The end goal of your life can be whatever you want it to be. So if life isn't a journey, then what is it? Life is more like a symphony. We don't listen to music with an intention. There's no end goal of putting on a song. What it's really about is finding meaning and enjoyment in the music. And I wish you all luck in finding meaning and enjoyment in the symphony that will be the rest of your life. In the tradition of graduation ceremonies, and as a symbol of this commencement, please move your tassels from the left to the right. As your class president, let me be the first to congratulate you all. Good luck and Godspeed.